Welcome back to Surviving and Thriving, where we share with you the things that we have learned as we have transitioned our family from struggling to survive disease to thriving, right smack dab in the midst of it, in the hopes that something that we share with you will help you, enlighten you, and encourage you as you transition your family from struggling to survive disease to thriving, right smack dab in the midst of it. Sometimes, when you are dealing with health issues, sickness, and disease, you might find that you are homebound. Homebound is usually when you're not able to drive yourself somewhere, or even if you are able to drive yourself somewhere, or your family member is able to take you somewhere, your time of being out and about is quite limited. You are mainly confined to your home because of the health issue that you are dealing with. I want to talk to you about being homebound but not lifebound, meaning that just because you are homebound and you're not able to get up and go out and you have the luxury of not being bedridden, right? But you are housebound, does not mean that that's the end of life and that all of a sudden all you do is sit up and watch TV and life is boring. For you, there is a lot that you should be doing and a lot that you can be doing when you're at home. Just because you're homebound doesn't mean you don't have an exciting and fun life. You can have a great, exciting life even if you are homebound. The key, you all, to whether you are bedridden, homebound, or just dealing with sickness and disease is to have the greatest life that you can have, even in the midst of what you're going through, to keep your life as exciting, as adventurous, and as full as possible. Because we do know that when you're dealing with health issues, you do have a great awareness of the how fragile life is and how short life could possibly be. So you want to make sure that you have a good life and enjoy it and enjoy those that are around you and make your life count while you are able to. Now, all sickness and disease does not end to a shortened life. However, when you do deal with sickness and disease, you do understand that it is very important to enjoy life to the fullest. So let's talk about being homebound but not lifebound, to still have a great and exciting life. One thing I want to encourage you not to do when you are homebound is to give up hope, to give up enjoyment of life, and to just sit around and watch TV all the time. You do not want to check out a life while you're still living life. You want to keep as active as possible. There are some things that are important for you to do while you're homebound, like getting good exercise. You need to make sure that at whatever level that you are able to, you need to be using your body, stretching your body, and maintaining or gaining muscle strength as much as possible. So you want to have some type of an exercise routine. Just because you're homebound does not mean that your body does not need to keep moving. We've already talked about how a stress-free body is conducive for life and for good health. However, it is important for you to know with that it's not just the stress-free body that you need. You need an active body. Our bodies are made primarily of water, and it needs to move because stagnant water breeds sickness, disease, and ultimately death. You want moving water, living water. So keep your body active, keep your body moving, and the more you move, the stronger you get. May help you to actually move from being homebound to being fully functional and free. The other thing that I would like to talk to you about, as well as making sure that you keep your body active, is you need to keep your mind as active as possible. Keep your mind strong. Anything you don't use, you're going to lose. That doesn't just apply to physical ability. It also applies to mental ability. Keep your mind strong and active. And things that you can do to keep your mind strong and active are things like crossword puzzles, learn a new subject, learn a new skill, read books, challenge your mind to grow. Puzzles are actually really good to help your mind grow. But the more that you use your brain and you think, you create new grooves in your brain. So you want to always keep your brain growing, keep your brain fully functional. Some other things that you can include in your daily schedule or into your lifestyle are things such as gardening. You may not be able to go outside and dig around in the dirt, but you can plant anything that grows in a pot. You will be surprised. So plant you some things in a pot, or go buy you some flowers, buy you some vegetables, buy something that you can get up every day and you can water and you can watch it grow. There's so much that you can learn about God, so much you can learn about life in growing something in your garden, whether it's a vegetable garden or tree garden, or it could just be flowers. But there's so much that you can get from it, and watching the beauty and the excitement of watching things grow, which leads me to the second thing. Sit outside in the cool of the day, in the early morning or in the evenings. There's a lot that comes from just sitting outside and enjoying nature, watching the bees pollinate, watching the children play, hearing the birds sing. I like to sit outside and enjoy nature, and I am a bird watcher, so I tend to like to see the different birds and the different animals and insects that are out there enjoying life, and watching the children play and feeling the cool breeze on my face. But I also like to sit outside and look at the plants that I'm growing. I grow vegetables. I do have trees and fruit, and I like to watch the flowers grow as well. Most times I'm outside, and you can see some of the plants that I have on my patio. That's not all of them, but it's a little bit of them in the background. There's a lot to sitting outside in the cool of the day, looking at nature, looking at the things that you're growing. Not only does it bring about a calmness and a peace, it helps to de-stress your life. And sometimes when you're sitting in the quiet, you'll be surprised how direction and answers can come to you. And that's very helpful when you have a stressful lifestyle of dealing with health issues and all the stresses that come with the different things that come with that. So look into sitting outside, look into doing things like that. There are so many things that you can do. You can learn, to crochet or to sew, or, learn to do robotics. Just anything that you can do to keep you active, have your life exciting, waking up the next day with new excitement, creating new meals. You might be limited as to some of the things that you can do within your home, but you're not limited in life. Expand yourself, expand your life. Have times where your family come together and you look forward to that, or visitors coming. There's things that you can do within your home. You can write notes and write cards to other people who are going through, to encourage them along their walk. The important thing that I want to stress to you here is, just because you're homebound does not mean that you can't have an exciting life. Make your life exciting so you have a reason to look forward to getting up every day. You don't want your life to be mundane. You don't want it to be where people are just catering to you, you're watching TV all day, or you're just cleaning up all day and it's just a boring life. Get up, get yourself dressed, have things to look forward to. Paint, do anything that brings you excitement, even if you're in your home. You might be limited physically, but you're not limited completely. If you're totally completely limited, you might be bedridden, or even if you're paralyzed, or if there's things that you can't do, there are ways that you can find things that you can do to make your life exciting. So, in all things, remember, do you, because your family dynamic is different. Your family personality and structure is different. So create a lifestyle that is conducive to your family and the dynamics of your family. So embrace who you are. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye.